Ryan Hollins, one of the more controversial analysts of late. Now, I already talked about why I don't like him about part 1 of talking about Ryan Hollins, where it was more about his basketball career, just poking some fun at it. But like I promised, this one is more about his controversial takes and my opinions on them, so I'm sure y'all been waiting to hear this, so let's get started. Now, before I go into this man's various takes he has said lately, let me say, if in the future he says that he's doing this strictly for entertainment and he doesn't actually believe in the stuff he says, it's just garbage ESPN giving him money to say this type of stuff, I will delete this video, because the last thing we need on the internet is slander. Anyways, you already know who it is. Roll it!
He incurred an injury dealing with weights in the weight room, so he stitched up in the left hand doing all this.
It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
Did they get MVP right?
Well, first off, I want to congratulate Yanis because those believe that I've been incredibly hard on him through the whole season. But unfortunately, no, they got it wrong. I remember somebody talking about how Yanis was going to dunk his way through the playoffs and yada, yada, yada. Listen, this man is right now, he's the most overrated in basketball. Is he a good basketball player? Yeah, I love him. I love him. I like him. I like what he...
I'm sick. You are a hater.
Man, as far as individual matchups, as we brought up, shot 29% when actually guarded by a formidable defender.
You're smarter than this. You know that it was not one-on-one.
Hold on.
I'm not a basketball savant, but I can watch the games and see how they clog the lane. And it wasn't, while people keep saying Kawhi is the primary defender, that's fair. But every time he tried to go around Kawhi, other people got in front of him and they clogged that lane.
You know, they put this man essentially in the NBA Finals this year. 60, whatever win season.
He went to the conference
balled
finals.
out, balled out.
Two wins away from the finals.
Hold it, chill.
MVP of the league, most likely.
You put him in the NBA Finals. He did not make it there. Not just did he not make it, he grossly underachieved. Grossly.
Firstly, how dare you go on live television and say that this Greek god was not worthy of his MVP? Please tell me how 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists a game is underachieving. You are dissing Yanis for no valid reason. Oh, he doesn't have a jump shot? Okay, I see where you're coming from, but who is stopping this damn near 7-foot literal freak of nature? The jump shot will come. Last year, he took 1 a game, made 25% a game, which is decent. Which is decent for Yanis, but at least he will take a 3 and learn how to get better at them, unlike somebody that we know who got a max contract extension this season. Now let's all remember, this man is 24 years old and just made it to the conference finals. All it's going to take is a repeat season and he will be back in the finals as long as the 76ers don't guard him the right way. He still has a few more things to learn as a playmaker driving in, and he has to get a little more consistent on the shot, but as long as he fixes those 2 things, he can win as many MVPs as he really wants to, just strictly on how physically dominant he is. Also, can we applaud Max Kellerman for making this comment?
Let me tell you how good Yanis is. It's hard to imagine. Ryan Hollins, imagine a guy your size, but really good at basketball. But you try to tell me you're a truth teller.
I'll give you one.
Okay.
I'll give you one.
Okay, here we go.
I am intrigued. I'm not fully sold on Brooklyn right now.
KD and Kyrie?
I'm not fully sold on Brooklyn.
Wow.
I'm not fully sold on Brooklyn.
KD and Kyrie is overrated.
I'm not fully sold. I'm not all in.
Yeah, I support you walking away.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I'm not.
Wow.
This isn't performance art. This isn't acting. You gotta be kidding me.
I know this isn't water polo, but being the favorite is good enough.
But he lost his point. He's trying to go back to the old water polo discussion.
Being the favorite is good enough. If you have a guy by the name of Kevin Durant, 7 feet tall, can shoot from half court, post up, take you outside, run big, do any and everything with the talent of Kyrie Irving, and you don't get a championship. Hold on, hear me. Verify. Open the big ears of yours.
I'm gonna be honest.
You don't get a championship. It's an overrated move.
As you can see from this clip, even Will Kane thinks this is scripted because he is confused just like many other people are. Now let me give y'all some facts that me and a group of guys have discussed one day. We argued that this will work for many reasons. Firstly, Kyrie is a better secondary scorer than he's a primary scorer. With Cleveland in the years that he played with LeBron, he averaged 22 points as a secondary option. While he played in the primary option with Boston, he averaged 24 points a game, which is literally just an extra field goal or 2 free throws. He makes more of an impact as a secondary scorer, and just like when he played with LeBron, he is now playing with another top 5 player. Secondly, the bench is deep. Jarrett Allen for defense, Spencer Dinwiddie to facilitate the bench, Joe Harris for shooting, even Wilson Chandler can give you a bucket. And for its backward logic of in 2 to 3 years he'll be viewed as overrated, the idiot didn't understand the question is whether the move was overrated now, not later. This year will be used as a chemistry year for Kyrie and the Nets. And I'm sure that a lot of basketball fans know that themselves, since Kevin Durant will most likely not be back this season. Speaking of being a chemistry year for Kyrie and the Nets, they have a great culture over there, which is another reason why Kyrie wanted to come to the Nets. You want me to show you an example of a great culture? Bench meme. I'm not even going to show it. You already know what it is. And lastly, the East is already as thin as it is. The only real threat that they have to go against is the 76ers with their core and Yanis' Bucks. So another wrong move by Ryan Hollins.
First off, have you ever heard of a double, triple, double? Look, we haven't seen it in a while. Oh, 2 former MVPs is going down. None other than Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Where they at?
Double, triple, double.
Yes, that is easily my top 5 players.
That is easily the worst list you could have possibly put together. How did you get this all wrong, given the fact that for 12 years, you had a front row seat to the best players in the NBA on that bench, watching all these superstars play? First of all, Westbrook and Harden, I'm going to leave that alone because I'm going to tell you who should be in there ahead of them, but I'm going to say that for last.
So really
Westbrook,
you disagree with everything.
Harden at 5th. How about Simmons and Embiid? Simmons and Embiid just gave the eventual champion Toronto Raptors with Kawhi Leonard 7 games and lost on one of the great clutch shots of all time. How about Lillard and McCollum, who've already shown the ability to play together, something we don't know that Westbrook and Harden can do. When they are in OKC, the team performed worse when they were both on the court at the same time.
Now let me say, I will give him the benefit of the doubt about Steph and Clay and Kyrie and KD, since they both have an injured partner at the moment. But calling Westbrook and Harden a dynamic duo is so awfully wrong. Does he even realize who these two players are? James Harden was first in usage this season, and even while with Paul George, Russell Westbrook was 10th. Now let me say before I continue, I used to be a huge Russell Westbrook fan, since I low-key play like him, except my basketball IQ is higher so I don't shot chuck and turn over the ball way too many times. And the reason for me not being much of a fan anymore is mainly because he just doesn't have that pizzazz that he used to have. I don't know, I guess that's just me. Last season, he shot 42% from the field, 29% from 3, and 65% from the free throw line. So a really bad season for him. Oh yeah, he averaged a triple-double, but at this age of fast-paced basketball, I think we're all numb to that by now. And just one more other thing. Guess who is first and second place in turnovers in the league? You guessed it, James Harden and Russell Westbrook, baby! So now you have 2 of the most ball-dominant players in the league. One who stat pads, and the other one who travels to Europe every time he takes a 3. Not a good combo. Maybe they are both very talented, but as teammates, who knows if they'll work out well. The only way this will work is if Russell Westbrook at least turns into an average shooter like he used to be, and becomes what Chris Paul was for the Rockets. Otherwise, it'll be like this for a whole year.
Neither team wants to give an inch. This is fun. Both teams trying desperately to seize the momentum.
Trailing by 2, 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Rockets hit, and here's Harden. Westbrook with the block, and he gets it back. Westbrook scanning the floor, shoots over. Oh, he hits it! How about that shot?
This is the thing about Westbrook. He wants to take the responsibility when it matters most.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued.
Now again, if Ryan Hollins is just saying all this for money, I will delete the video as soon as I see the news, because any sane person who has so much basketball knowledge should know what he's saying is false. Since the NBA is over, until October he is now chilling out and not saying anything risky for now. But expect another report from me if he says anything stupid again during the season. Thank you for watching me talking about this probably legally insane man trying to talk about the NBA. If you found my channel, welcome, and I hope you consider subscribing for more basketball content. Also leaving a like and a comment would be great too. I answer all of them because I like being interactive, plus it shows me how well I'm doing with my channel. Plus, also doing video recommendations for a shout out is something I do too, so I hope you consider. I also have a Discord which has 0 members at the moment, so help a guy out and let's talk about some basketball. Follow my social media on Twitter and Instagram for news and to see into the life of a D2 basketball player. This is your boy Alvini Linguine, saying peace.